All right, welcome back. This is Captain Santiago again. We are actually fishing at Volkhov for Roach here at 131.97 at G6 on the map. And already have 73 fish in the net now, so it is possible that we will fish this spot out. Might need to let it rest soon, but still going strong. I fished at this spot at the end of my stream earlier and thought we would sort of segue this into a video. Both because it is a very nice spot, but also because we have enough silver now to purchase our second Fortuna carp rod. So we'll be doing that here shortly when we check out how the silver is on this spot. So we are at a 10-meter clip. Like I said, this is the spot we're at. You do have to take the boat. You spawn in over here, take the boat straight across to the island, run down to this spot where we are, out on this wooden platform. There is the boat we rode in on, right down here. I guess we could have driven it a little farther down this way, but where you spawn in on this map at Volkhov is just right over there. You see all the buildings at Volkhov. We come down here. I actually don't know that I've ever fished in this exact spot before. This way, if you keep going this way, especially if you were in a boat, this leads to sort of between the islands here, which is one of the better spots to check for trolling. If you're trolling for some of the trout stuff that's here. But here we are, just fishing, casting kind of west of south. And like I said, a 10-meter clip. And it is one of those spots that is very, very active. If you have PVA, I suspect that you could probably get trophies a little more consistently without PVA, just using this ground bait. In the time of however long we've had to fish here, we have gotten one trophy. So if you look at this, I just threw it back in the water. Where's the break? The break's right here. So we've caught this amount of fish in the last 6 minutes, which is kind of interesting. This is the first non-roach we caught. Everything else is 100% roach, and then we caught this one random wide-eye bream. But in 39 minutes, we caught this many fish. Will it tell me how many it is if I do this? 1, 2, right here. Oh, it doesn't tell me, does it? 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48, 54, 60, 65. So 65 fish in, I guess I should have started with the top and then subtracted, in a very short amount of time. So the bite rate is absolutely great. It is, if you're trying to level up bottom fishing, this could be a spot that will interest you both in the amount of silver that you can earn, but also just in how quickly you are potentially leveling up your bottom fishing just from the sheer amount of fish that you're catching. And again, with a decent roach trophy roach chance, we know that trophies give you an even better shot of hitting those points. So this is a trophy on the Volkhov trophy card. So Captain Santiago, first trophy on Volkhov is the roach, and it's also very good silver. We were like well over 100 silver in that 38, 39 minutes of fishing that we did at the end of the stream on these roach. So we kind of already know that it's decent silver. It's incredible bite rate. It's a fun little spot. Now that we've been fishing it this long, I worry that I will, slow it down here just because of the amount of fish that I've pulled out of this spot. At some point it will slow down, but definitely wanted to share it with you, and also wanted to focus on the amount of silver that we're making and the ability to now go purchase our second Fortuna carp rod, to go with the second caliber HSV that we already purchased. Which means that we will, hopefully next video, I might be able to do a little bit of experimentation on Bear or even at Old Berg. Kind of target some spots where we can maybe catch some carp. Maybe transition to a little bit of carp fishing here for Santiago as we yearn to one day get back to the sea. We're at 80 fish. If the bite rate will keep up a little bit, then I might try to, you know, fill our net. This happens a lot with me at this spot though, because, you know, roach are nibblers. So they will pull the line down. You really need to wait until, and it's still nibbling. You really need to wait until you can kind of confirm, yes, that fish really is on the line. Oh, I need to show you what's on the ground bait. So this ground bait I actually made on MDawg sent Captain Santiago this ground bait. Now, I have no doubt that you could just use regular roach ground bait and do fine. But this is the recipe that people were using on PVA. So people were using PVA in this spot and hitting trophy roach, doing really well. So I decided to try it on ground bait, and it is very good. We used ground peas, maggots, chopped worm, red worm, feed pellets 3, bloodworm, and bloodworm extract. So a very good recipe in terms of how well it's catching roach. But again, I have just no doubt in my mind that if you just come out here with regular roach ground bait, you're gonna do really well. Oh, is this our second bycatch? Yes, it is, and it's a Vendus. That actually goes towards the total number of fish on feeders or pickers. That's cool. So now that we're starting to, now that we've kind of caught all the roach in the spot and need to let it rest, some of the other species are kind of coming out a little bit. All right, maybe we won't try to fill up this net right now. I was trying to peek at Bear, see like most recently if there are any spots that look like doing pretty well. Like there was a spot that people were catching some pretty good like leather carp, which would be like phenomenal in terms of XP. I just don't know how active that spot still is. But we may try it. We may like see how put these caliber HSVs on the line and see. Of course, we'll only have 2 setups for now, but it'll still be fun to try it. So we may do that. Yeah, I can tell it is slowing down. Like it is so obvious that this spot is slowing down. I'm telling you, when we first got here and put our rigs in the water, I had 3 fish on almost immediately. I mean, that's how quick it was. I mean, you can see how full the net is. But I figured when you're catching that volume of fish, the game is more likely, I think, to kind of cut you off at that 1 hour time. To sort of say like, okay, you fished this. We probably need to let this rest for several hours for it to get back to the way it was when we first started fishing here. Now, if we wait, we will continue to slowly catch a few fish here and there, but it just won't be like what it's been. So I'm going to give it another minute or two, see if we can get 1 or 2 more fish, and then we'll wrap it up. And you know, one thing I didn't say, you would have seen it when I showed you the setup, but we have been using size 6 hooks with caddisfly on all 3 at a 10-meter clip with this ground bait. 6.8 carp leader, bought from the store. No, this is the one I made. No, that's bought from the store, isn't it? Actually, I think that's the one I made. What I did was I made 2 that are 60 centimeters and 1 that's 30 centimeters. That's kind of weird. In the long run, I want to go to having all 3 at 60, but I was doing some testing with slightly shorter carp leaders. But yeah, that's what we're actually using here is handmade carp leaders, caddisfly, size 6 hooks, ground bait, lots of fish. All right, so I think we got one more fish here. Most likely roach. Oh, a white bream. We have done it. We have fished all of the roach out of this spot. Gotta let it rest. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. All right, let's go see how we did here. We'll let this be a shorter episode. Again, here's the spot. Really nice roach spot. See how we're doing on silver. Okay, here we are at spawn. In case you haven't ever done this before, this is where you want to go to get a ticket. I still have one in my inventory. Since we're just going right over to there, I just got a B boat. Either one of these you can rent for a B ticket, and so they're cheaper. This one, the A boats are a little faster. It's a little wider, but it is a little faster. But that's the island we're going to, so it's a very short trip. But the only way to get to that particular island is on the boat. We will double check that there's no cafe order that's popped up with roach. There's not. So the silver we're making is simply from the fish market here, and let's sort by price. That trophy was worth 35 silver, total of 197. We basically made 200 silver in about an hour of roach fishing, and that puts us over 2,000 silver. So nice. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that Fortuna carp rod so that next time I fish, we can try to catch a couple carp. So here's one. This is one we've already got set up. We've got 25 line, 22, but now this is going to be the caliber HSV that we have upgraded. I think what I'll do, at least for now, is, oh yeah, this needs to be classic air. I think it's probably what we'll use on bear, if I'm not mistaken. 22, but I think on this other one, so let's go to the rods and I'll show you which one we're going to get. Carp rod, Fortuna carp rod, the 360 XH, 1,679 silver. We still have a little left over. And I'll have to like think about exactly what line I'm going to get. Here's this reel. So one of the comparisons I'm wanting to do. You notice this reel has 0.1 wear, and this reel has no wear at all. And again, this one over here is the upgraded one, and then this is the one that's not upgraded. But one of the comparisons I want to do is actually want to, I think what I'm going to do, and I don't remember what the cutoff is, but we've got 22 on this one. So 22, 22. I think on this one, I'm going to put, I believe 18. So if we go to like lead cores, we have 22 on this. Oh, we could do 20. So I think on this other one, I'm going to go down to 20. I thought about doing 18, but maybe we will do 20. I'm going to have to think about it. Anyway, because what I wanted to do was sort of test the upgraded HSV that we're getting a little more power of with the regular HSV that we're not getting quite as much power out of, and we're not using quite as strong a line. And just over the course of a little bit of carp fishing, see if we can tell a difference in fishing with the two setups, and see if how much of a difference in damage as they take damage. I think there will be a difference, but we'll see. I got to think about if I want to do that 18 or 20. But I'm going to go ahead and stop this video, and then I'll probably work on another video, get a little bit of carp fishing in, see how it goes. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Tight lines. I'll see you next time.